I came on here. Uh, I was pushed to come on here. The Clarissa Shields and Layla I Lee beef. Um, when I say first of all, I have followed Layla Ali maybe more closely than Clarissa Shields. Now, not saying that Clarissa Shields don't have hands, whatever. And I can see where Layla. Okay, I'm not gonna be nice about it. Okay, right now we're saying that this is two different eras, right? Um, she can't say that Layla Ali is not a good fighter. In her time, she was. That's just like me. I have a daughter. When I used to fight back then, that was back then. And I could say, okay, wasn't really touched like that back then. Whatever, right? Um, win some, you lose some. That was the name of the game. Now, my daughter, whole different era, whole different cycle. So, if my daughter was to say, okay, mommy and you go and fight or whatever, look, my knees be cracking, all that kind of stuff. My daughter will probably beat my ass, but I will pick up something and knock her out, you know? Yeah, probably would cheat, but I'm still going to win this thing. For Clarissa Shields to even mimic the way Layla Ali stood and gave receipt to what she was talking about, I watched Clarissa Shields stand up there and try to do the same thing. She didn't have the vernacular, the poise, whatever. And hers wasn't restraint. Hers wasn't receipts. Hers was basically to try and debunk. She didn't do that because you could see that it was all out of context. Layla Ali's on the other end was in context. Now, when she said, okay, she will beat her or whatever, yeah, you're supposed to believe that. But I believe it would be a good fight. But my whole thing is, and she said that Layla is trying to connect her name to her. Oh, the cockiness for me. Number one, your character, you say that you don't have character. Have you lost your mind? Layla Ali, one husband, nobody else husband, never had no scandal, nobody else's husband. She never said that she was a rapper. Her sister do though. Um, Clarissa, so many things that make her not likable. Now for Layla Ali, after she finished boxing, it's a lot of different things that she did do. Say hi. You say you say get a job, got one. Um, if you had a job, why are you on here talking to me? Anywho, so I believe that it's it's crazy how everybody want to see Layla Ali get in the ring with this Clarissa girl. To me, a lot of the youngsters want to come up against the older people for validation. Can't you understand that I've got mine? Now it's good that you're getting yours. But I think she need to leave Layla alone when it comes down to talking about integrity and character, whatever. She says she came out of Flint. Okay, Layla Ali, she was born with the silver spoon, but it looks crazy to me that you're trying to say what her dad felt about you. That's a no. Her dad is gonna always believe. Well, he's dead and gone. May he rest in peace. But he would always believe that his daughter was the best because she's part of him. You know. Um, I would say I love them both because it is two black women, but it's two different eras, right? Now Layla, she looks like she's physical enough to get in the ring with Clarissa, I would want her to whoop her, not because she's better for as boxing, but to teach her a lesson. Because these you young people don't understand, the respect is the respect. The disrespect is the disrespect, you know? And I love boxing. Now, I wouldn't say nothing about football. I'll never say nothing about basketball, even though I know a little bit. But what I love is boxing. Not really a fan of women boxing because of this kind of stuff, just going back and forth and trying to tear up the character of a person. Just you look, Layla, I looked up to you. You said something hurt my feelings, and I got a problem with it. I want a box, but all that your dad said this, and you went against Black Lives Matter and all that. That's stupid to me, because it should be okay. You have a problem with it, but her parents is she's mixed. So how can she say Black Lives Matter and she's clearly a mixed woman? You know, her mom was white. Or yeah, her mom was white. All this is stupid to me. You say, yeah, I'm from Flint. You're not the only person in the world that had a hard knot. You're not the only person that done came up from out of your struggles or whatever. You got hands. Okay. Take that and leave it alone. Why do you have and then you say she's attaching her name to you. You keep coming for her. You keep coming for her. And I don't care who you are. At the end of the day, when it comes down to people in my era, I would never say that you the best of all time because Layla at that time was the best that we could follow. And for the people that's my age that's sitting up saying, yeah, you a whooper now, there's a whole lot of people that's our age, Layla, our age, that these young people will, physically hurt us. But mentally, having the intellect and stuff like that, being strong enough to deal with certain things, no, you're not going to go through what we went through. Everybody is out of era. That would make Clarissa Shields feel some type of way if she was to beat Layla Ali, because that's what's driving her crazy. That Layla Ali is still out here moving, doing her thing, and wasn't really concerned with her, you know? Um, and that's not just for that. It's one of them. I would watch now. Don't get me wrong. If the fight come up, but I'm not on Clarissa Shields' side. Not because I wouldn't root for a good fighter. It's because she doing stupid stuff to me. She talks crazy to me. When it comes down, she's acting crazy behind the dude Papoose. You literally see Papoose went from hanging on one woman's arm, motivating her so he could keep some money in his pocket. And that's the same way it looked with her. And if she can't see the writing on the wall, those kind of fellas be your biggest downfall. If you break up, he gonna do you just like he did her. That's why he's setting up shop somewhere just in case you don't have none. You don't have none what? And how you doing? Was this Terrence? Y'all get offensive when somebody's saying something. You can't stop me talking and uplifting somebody in my era. That's the crazy part. That you cannot stop that. And that's the problem with this generation, that you don't see that you can't take something away from the older people that they believed in. Y'all do it for from church to sexuality to politics to everything. Okay, how you doing, Terrence? I don't have none what. Break it down for me. We this I like being able to talk back and forth. The communication. you know? And my whole thing is just being fair. That y'all are trying to tear down everything that kept us strong, kept us going, kept us motivated, and want us to just see you guys' point of view. It's not any disrespect, but you don't have to tear down something to build up. Sometimes the foundation is already laid. Okay, go for it. That's what this is about. Go ahead. Mm. I'm in my 50s. My oldest is Clarissa Shields' age, 30. That's like me coming out and saying I'm finna fight one of my kids. I can say that because I have a 30-year-old. You understand? That's why I'm coming from this era. I can't see me fighting a 30-year-old. I'm older than Layla Ali. That's why I say when it comes down, and I respect the life that my kids have. My kids is amazing, and but me arguing back and forth with them because of what they believe, you're supposed to have your own belief at this time. You're supposed to be able to stand on something, but you don't have to disrespect other people because they don't believe what you believe. What's these signs, Terrence? And this your Instagram? I'll follow you. Don't forget, push like, comment, and subscribe. I'll follow you. Or do you have a YouTube channel as well? Mm. The YouTube emoji? Okay. So this is your YouTube channel or your Instagram? I just get on here and talk. I'm not um trying to be a content creator or whatever. This is just something that I do because I love it. Mm. I love being able to socialize back and forth. Yeah. No, what's amazing is hi. Um, what's amazing is watching this generation, what we going through. Um, you just want peace. Like people come on here and it's a lot of stuff that's going on in our lives. And this is to me a part of a like a sanctuary. You want to come on here and have peace, but it's so much beef, but it's always the beef amongst us back and forth, And you how can I put it? You have to stand for something true enough. But when you standing for something, do you realize it's still shoulders that you're standing on? You know, that's what make it amazing. That's why I said from generation to generation. But now this generation want to keep going up with the last generation, not realizing that you have a generation coming up underneath you. So when do we start setting the example? Layla Ali got children, a husband, holding down cookbooks and all that kind of stuff. And you got Clarissa Shields that you don't have no children. You have somebody else's husband. You have a lifestyle that's still reckless and stuff like that because you don't really have those type of obligations. Regardless if you're taking care of a nephew or something like that, it's nothing like having your own. When you get to a place where it's time to settle down and look back over your life, none of this stuff mean anything. That's when you move on and start doing something else, right? So that was my rant or whatever because I was sitting here watching it and I'm like, grab me my tablet because I love the sport of boxing, you know. Um, That's my go-to. Me and my son sit up and watch boxing. I literally was just have me and him was watching like the Leon Spinks, the Sugar Ray Leonard's, all that because I got a 13-year-old as well. My children are 30, 27, 24, and 13. You know, so and got them two different generations, three. Yeah, About three, because I had some in the 90s, some in the 90s, some in the 2000s. And then we got the ones that was, and of course, the 13-year-old, to him, everybody is old. So the conversations that go on the internet, I see them from both perspectives, from the young, the old, the mother, the before I had children. So it's one of those. Layla Ali could say that she done been places that, and she done experienced things that Clarissa Shield hasn't experienced yet, right? So I would just say fair. If they gonna fight, let's let them fight. Me at my age, I wouldn't get out there and fight, but I done see Mike Tyson. People could say, "Oh, Mike Tyson got beat up by the guy Paul, um whatever, Paul Jakes or whatever." Uh but he got paid. That's part of, okay, that was a bag for Mike Tyson because he's still, boxing. He, I believe, got a gym, all that kind of stuff. He's kicking it. He's kicking it. So that's still chasing a bag. Now, hell, if somebody offered me something, no, I can't do it because I wasn't trained up for that, right? But if it was out here in these streets and these young folks, not finna fight no young folk. They would have to get some medal or a bet, because you're not just gonna sit up and whoop me like that, And in the field, if I believe if Layla and Clarissa got in there, I would hope that Layla did it just to show the lesson. Doesn't matter because that girl ain't gonna never stop talking if she wins, you know? And cockiness and stuff is just the way of how nowadays it is to brag and all that. But I'm just saying, show yourself. Show yourself approved. Don't try and convince nobody that you're stamped and approved. Show yourself approved. You could say, okay, in if they was to take that ring from you right now, let me take you out the gym, take you out the ring, boxing. If they stop Clarissa from fighting right now, what else does she have? Definitely not a rap career. What else does she have? Layla's been out the gym. She's been out the ring. And she's actually been a model for a lot of people. So we got to put all that into perspective, you know? She didn't set a standard for her children. But if Clarissa had children, she would look at it from a different angle as well. Because Layla don't have to now make her children happy. Because she done raised her kids to the point that they're satisfied with their mom. But all the moves that Clarissa is making, you could be a good fighter, but let your integrity be where when your kids look back on this internet, all the different reports that they got about her running around with all these different guys or whatever, and how she mimics that last girlfriend or whatever, it literally just showed that she literally verbatim tried to carry herself the same way Layla Ali did hers. That's bad business. You know, that's the thing that I would wish our young people would understand, that you don't have to be mad that somebody don't conform to your way, or I don't know what she's looking for from Layla Ali, but she want her validation. She could say that she don't, but she do. And the things that people have said about her character, Layla Lee's character, I think Clarissa wants the same thing. So, with all that being said, it's still early in the day. Y'all know I get on here at night, but my blood was boiling. So, I would say y'all have a blessed day. Um, and I'll talk to you guys later on, 9, 10 p.m. That would be Pacific time, West Coast, right? Um, y'all have a great day. Keep being amazing. And when you come in, please push like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.